Good morning, everybody, and welcome to InsideLowell special live podcast coming to you live from the InsideLowell studios here in beautiful, spacious, the executive building in historic downtown Lowell. Today is our special live Festivus show, a tradition that began back when I was a radio host. Oh, God, how long ago now? Gotcha.
6, 7 years.
6, 7 years. And it continues here on December 23rd. Of course, Seinfeld fans, you're well aware that Festivus is that mythical alternative holiday created by the Costanza family because they started to hate the commercialization of Christmas. And we have that in common with the Costanzas. So we're going to have some fun today with the airing of the grievances. We're also going to have some Festivus feats of strength, or at least we're going to prepare for them. We'll tell you why contractually we're not able to broadcast them live, but we'll prepare for them and tell you all about them. And we've got a lot of fun here. Some guest hosts joining me in studio. You can probably see one of them behind me, or at least her derriere. That is the lovely Lily from Nashville, my sister-in-law. You may remember her from our Thanksgiving show. Yeah. But she is decorating the Festivus Pole as we speak for the feats of strength, which will take place immediately following our podcast. We've got our friends Mike Bacigalupo, my fellow insider. He's on the right of your screen. Good morning, Batch. How are you? Brady McCarron, Brady from Drake It, looking resplendent in that, well, I mean, what is it? Is that a sheeple Christmas? I would need to turn your guys' microphones on, huh? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, and you know, it's only Brady from Drake It because that's my zip code. My domicile is Lowell.
Your domicile is Lowell.
I'm a Highlands kid at heart.
Okay.
I just haven't left.
All right. Well, I'm glad that you guys are here. We're going to have some special guests who'll be joining us this morning as well here in our studios. And we've even had our crack reporting team out there speaking to some very prominent Lowellians and getting their grievances. We're going to air those as well. You don't want to miss those. Of course, you can text us during the show on our respective phones, or you can do the chat on our YouTube channel as well. We'll try to share as much feedback as we can with you folks. I want to thank everybody for joining us, and I want to thank our sponsors for helping make today's broadcast possible. Our friends at Washington Savings Bank. I've got my Washington Savings Bank mug over here.
Where's the plug bell?
Yeah. Where's the gratuitous plug bell? You know. Brady, by the way, we can't mention your employer yet. We're working on it, but we can't mention them yet. But Washington Savings Bank, I opened my bank account last week there for Inside Lowell, and I got a mug, and I got one of those little umbrellas, the mini ones that you need, not the big clunky ones.
I was thinking of a drink umbrella.
Yeah. So I got one of those, and I got some very personalized one-on-one customer service. You can take advantage of the same. They got some great products, great services, including second chance checking. You want to look into that if you're had some trouble in the past with your credit and other issues. Second chance checking at Washington Savings Bank, worth a look. Thank you as well to our friends at Hafner's. It kicks, they kick. I've got some live reads from them. They sent them in.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, apparently they didn't like my ad-libbing was getting annoying to them. So
okay.
I'm just kidding. But hey, look, people ask me all the time, what do you recommend some local companies, recommend some local vendors? The answer, if it's a home heating oil, gas stations, car washes, simple. It's Hafner's. Whether you heat your home with propane or heating oil, Hafner's offers quick, reliable, friendly service and great options like auto pay and auto delivery, making your life easier.
They have the cheapest gas too.
They do. The best prices around, and it's conveniently located for me right up the block from the Athenian Corner. So when I leave work there, I just fill her up.
They're the market basket of petroleum.
They really are Lowell's Demoulasses.
Yeah.
The Hafner's and the Demoulasses are institutions. Hafner's gas stations, convenience stores, and car washes can be found throughout the Merrimack Valley and southern New Hampshire. Putting them at the top of my list, call 866-IT-KICKS. 866-IT-KICKS, or visit hafners.com to learn more. And last but certainly not least, our friends at Reverie 73. A hot new thing, all these cannabis products. They're located right on Bridge Street in Lowell. It's an amazing place. The store itself is beautiful. and bright. I've seen it. If you just visit them on the website, you'll see it as well. It's a really kind of a cool experience. Knowledgeable staff, always willing to spend time with you, answering any questions you have, whether you're new to cannabis or you're a canna connoisseur. I like that.
Ooh,
canna connoisseur.
That's better than calling him a cannibal.
The team at Reverie 73 is sure to elevate your cannabis experience. Visit them at 1148 Bridge Street in Lowell or order online at reverie73.com. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to all of our sponsors here at Inside Lowell. Check them out on our website as well. So with that, we begin our, now we got all the formalities out of the way. By the way, how's Lily doing back there? How are we doing decorating that Festivus Pole?
It's going for you.
Not bad.
I feel like that's not the first time you worked a pole. Good job.
You know, my mother-in-law and my wife and my other sister-in-law watch this batch. We're only going to get in trouble if this continues.
I'm already in trouble.
I know.
So it doesn't matter.
Oh, great.
Yeah, Grandma Patty's watching.
I didn't know that.
We're really in trouble, batch.
As long as Bob's not watching.
Well, they all were wondering whose pickup truck is out in the driveway.
Oh.
Batch was Lily's ride this morning.
But you know what? When I'm in the driveway, nobody questions that.
Well,
They question when I'm in the driveway.
well, there's nothing to worry about with Brady.
So how are you guys doing? You ready for the holiday season? All the shopping done?
I haven't bought one gift yet.
Neither have I, but I have a wife.
Yeah,
So I'm really lucky in that regard.
There you go. You'll be fine.
So when do you guys plan on doing it?
I'll figure it out tonight.
I'm pretty much done.
Are you really?
No, not at all. By the way, I think it's great we're continuing this tradition, by the way.
Yeah.
It's been, I think the first one we did was 2017 or 18. And I think it's good, I give you a lot of credit for having, the foresight, even back then, to be inclusive by including kind of a non-traditional holiday into the celebration.
Well, me, I am Mr. Woke. I think of, folks and alternative views. And that's why at our launch party, you notice we gave away reusable shopping bags.
Right.
Because I am all about the planet.
That's right.
And
you don't like paper bags at Market Basket.
Paper bags rip like a you-know-what. I mean, it's ridiculous. But we've, I want to give people a chance. You like to call Christmas your favorite pagan holiday.
I do.
Batch, and there are some folks who just don't like to celebrate it. The Costanzas, Frank Costanza, very upset about the commercialization of it. So we, I think it's a great chance for Lowellians. Plus, nobody bitches like a Lowellian.
No, they
If
don't.
you think about it, Lowellians know how to do, a couple of things very well. Drink, fight, and bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And
We've got the recordings to prove it.
and we've got the recordings to prove it. We also, so we're going to have you guys there, some of your grievances along with our special guests. But we also, I noticed our first two special guests are joining us in studio.
Oh, who do we have?
One of them is an actual working man, so should we bring him in early
I think he's.
before he gets in trouble? Is he off
I think
today?
he's off today.
Oh, he's off today?
Yeah.
Are you ever off from being a city councilor? Isn't that a full-time job? Isn't that why they need the...
No, you're always on
They
the
needed the
clock.
raise?
That's why they bumped it up to what, 25 now?
25,000. But the insurance is killer.
Nice.
So, Lowell City Councilor Corey Robinson is out there in our studios. Come in here, Councilor Robinson. Come say hello to...
What's up, Corey?
Come say hello to the folks here. We'll see if we can switch to our... You can see Corey entering the room here.
Hey, Corey.
You can make yourself comfortable there in one of those bar stools, preferably not the one with the scissors on it. Maybe Michaela,
what's up, man? How are you?
Come on in. Michaela Hondras McCarthy, the hyphen, another fellow insider. They've decided to join us for the airing of the grievances in our special Festivus show. How are you guys? Look at that.
Oh, look,
There's Michaela. This is our Festivus Pole cam.
But we can't see the pole on the cam.
Yeah, Michaela's blocking the pole.
No, the pole is in the corner.
It's in progress.
We're decorating the Festivus pole.
It's in progress.
By the way, we're holding the Festivus pole up with a little Poland Springs water container.
Yeah.
One of
That
the big
was
jugs,
Pat's
jug of
idea.
water.
Oh, yeah.
But Corey, Michaela, how are you folks? Good to have you here.
Good to be here.
Great to be here.
Great. What brings you in? You got some grievances you'd like to air?
I just stopped in. I'm not getting the hot seat.
You don't want to air any grievances?
The moment you sat on that stool, you got into the hot seat. So
Oh, maybe we should play one of our interviews, and we can have the counselor respond.
Yeah, oh, okay, but maybe he can hear from one of his constituents. Is Timmy Tarpon actually is right off the dog park?
Yes, I think he's a dog park
He
resident.
lives right at the dog park. What's the mailing address? Over there.
That's what 37 First Street Boulevard.
Yeah, that right next to all the mattress recycling center.
Yes.
Right off First Street.
There's some of those yellow bins down there.
Yeah.
I don't know how much actually goes into it, but there might be stuff coming out of it.
All right, so
They make a great storage locker, though.
We caught up. We had our inside Lowell staff, very likely on crack, catch up with Timmy Tarpon from the dog park. He's got some grievances he'd like to air, so we technologically we're still a little bit challenged here, so we're gonna have to do this the good old-fashioned way. Brady's gonna put his phone up to the microphone.
Here we go. This was early this morning. We bumped into Timmy, so here's an update from Timmy.
I'd like to express my grievances about the city's attitude about my perpetual camping trip. You know, there's no free toilets in vacant lots or in wooded areas, and the river stinks. And there's no sharp box pickups for my needles anywhere. People expect me to work while on my camping trip. Jesus Christ. What if I really do need money to get back to the train to Boston? Locals kick me out of the yards when they aren't even using them. Ugh. People think that's just because I live outside and use a doorway for my bathroom, despite ample room and shelters, that I must be mentally ill or have a drug problem. Stupid lawyers and landlords saying that there's some sort of liability risk to letting me squat in unoccupied buildings. And you know what? Finally, I think it's insane that if I own a piece of property but aren't using it, you would think it's still yours. If I leave my kid outside and someone steals it, you know, that's on me. Huh.
He's got some good.
The kid it.
He's got some good points, though. You know, I mean,
Councilor Robinson, I believe the dog park is in your district, District 2, up in Centerville. Do we know if there's a Timmy Tarpon on the registered voters roll? I think Lowell Votes is heading over to his house as we speak to try to sign him up.
Oh, Timmy Tarpon.
Tarpon.
yes.
And here's the thing: it's Timmy Tarpon. Timmy Tarpon.
Merry Christmas, Corey.
You know, before you came, I said, "Oh, you've got Corey to come in. He's going to come in." Batch said, "Yeah, I love destroying people's political careers."
Definitely an interesting issue.
Yeah. You know what might help? Actually, those $7,000 huts, like on Gilligan's Island, we can
Yeah, but if we
can set those up. And so why put them on City Hall Plaza? You don't want to block the Roos's statue. Just put them in the dog park. The dogs won't mind.
I thought John Leahy, though, he kind of said it best in that meeting where he's just like, if you know, what are we going to do if you don't want to? If people don't want to come in, what do you do? I mean, you're at a point where a lot of the folks that are living out there that don't want to come in, there is space available. There is stuff like, but when they don't want to come in, what do you do? And it's a mental health issue, really. But
Another problem that we face that I see is, you saw it at the council meeting. I mean, the shelter sets rules to keep people safe and protected while they're staying in the shelter. You violate those rules and get banned for life. It's like,
what are you going to do?
you blame the shelter for that?
It's not fair to the single mom with the kid that needs to stay at the shelter for a couple of nights, and you've got people using the rules are there for a reason. If you don't want drugs in the building, whatever, it's like, so you're going to get banned, and But it is a dilemma. Everybody thinks they're going to solve this problem. You are never going to solve the homeless problem. It has been around since the time of Jesus.
Yeah.
Something that drives me crazy with it too is, and I've been having a lot of conversations about this because none of us know the answer. And again, I think we need to look at a model that's worked elsewhere and kind of commit to it. But depending on who you talk to, I think this problem is going to be solved with multiple components coming together to work. So the daily operational stuff, you obviously need day shelters with wraparound service. You need night shelters to keep people off the street in emergency situations with weather and all that stuff. But then midterm, you need to get people into somewhere where they have a roof over their head and can start to address the issues that are really the core of the problem. Wraparound services again.
Yeah.
But now you have conversations with some people and they want to try to sell you that, oh, the reason homelessness exists is because of no affordable housing. I mean, that's we have people that are living unhoused in Lowell that have money, they get SSI checks, they've had 10, 12, 13 different apartments and been evicted every time because mentally they're not capable of being on their own.
Right.
And so when people try to sell you on it's one component of this, it's absolutely not. That sounds like it's more of a attempted money grab or a funding, No, and that's just,
Corey, why are you looking at an issue from multiple sides? That's terrible.
Right.
Honestly, that's not going to keep you surviving as a council. Attempted money grab.
I mean, at the end of the day, but
Quit telling the truth, Corey.
But at the end of the day, I mean, it's people have to have a real conversation. Do we really want to correct this, or is poverty
Right.
big business?
Well-
Because
That's why I love this guy.
Batch's ultimate saying.
It's true. I mean, by the way, if I was you, I would have one grievance. I guess this is my grievance. I am so sick of certain people, going on and on about the council like getting too involved in the day to day, in the they're doing too many motions, and the council's supposed to have a 30,000-foot view instead of getting into the details. And I'm like, no, not anymore. Like the days of 6 Belvedere people sitting back and watching their buddies collect paychecks is over. Now the council's coming at the council cares about how the city's run, and they're complaining. Yeah, and they're complaining because guys like Eric and Corey and Kim Scott come in and they ask questions, and Danny. I mean, they ask, nobody can understand it, but they come in and they ask questions and they care about the day-to-day operation of the city. They should care about the day-to-day operation of the city.
The problem is there's not a structure set up to deal with all of this.
Yeah.
New data. Like, you need to have the city government that's structured to respond.
Right. And with the new council, the government has to adapt, and I think they're trying. It's just going to take some time.
Yeah.
But the old guard's like, there's so much talk about, we're not talking about heating our streets in Belvedere and keeping the gates closed. It's about the other parts of the city, and they're just whining about it. You know what I mean? That's one of my grievances.
Everything would have been different had Jerry Mander get the job as city manager.
Oh yeah,
When we did his
Jerry Mander.
interview,
Yeah, he
Only
was.
Jerry got in the interview.
Yeah, that would have.
Good. By the way, you mentioned Councilor Rourke. He's chiming in this morning.
Oh, good.
So he sent us a photo of a Rourke family Christmas party circa 1985.
Oh boy.
Said there was no airing of the grievances, however, in that family until 2019, when Asa Stutz picked him to finish 11th in the 2019. So, thank you, Councilor Rourke, for chiming in. Thank you, Councilor Robinson, for coming. By the way, you're welcome to stay as long as you want. My advice to you is at some point you may want to slink off and pretend you have to go to work, because Timmy Tarpon was the mildest of all the...
I don't mind.
Yes.
To be honest, and you know what? I think Badge brought up a great point. When people complain about the council put too many motions forward, that's the work. That's what we were elected to do, is the work. And so, realistically, I think the city manager is 7-8 months in. He didn't really get an opportunity with some time ahead of him to see what he was going to be dealing with. So, I mean, I think the ball's in his court now to go up in next budget cycle. Set up his administration the way he sees fit to handle the volume of motions that come across, and truthfully, a lot of these motions are symptoms of a disease. We're not trying to meddle in the daily operations. If we can correct the core problem through policy, a lot of this stuff will go away.
Yep. I do want to give you guys credit though it was Sakari Child's birthday the other day. Happy birthday to Sakari, and I think it was great the way the council got together and bundled all your gifts and gave them to him at the end.
And here's the thing, I got to air a grievance.
Oh, okay, Brady McCarron, a grievance.
That 10 p.m. rule needs to go. We elected these people to work, and it's 10 o'clock, and now they need to go to bed. No, they just need to get to the bars before they close. It's ridiculous.
Oh no, that was oh, that is a grievance.
That there's no bar open in Lowell
On a Tuesday night
after
9 o'clock.
I think they should rotate the nights, like every night. Like I get, like it's hard to.
Oh,
find
this is a
people
good
to
idea.
work. It's hard to find people to work, but they should late night on Tuesday
Should be the Athenian
is the
corner.
Athenian. Late night on Thursday is cobblestones. Late night on Thursday is fuse. Like rotate.
You
You
wouldn't.
may be onto something here, McKay.
Yeah.
And by the way, since nobody can find staff, we can rotate staff too. So the place that is designated to be open on a certain night late, then the staff members will go and
And by late, we just mean
help out.
two.
I like that. It'd be like a cooperative. It takes a village to keep a bar open past 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Tuesday night in Lowell.
Yeah.
Dead downtown after a certain hour, right? Like it's totally dead.
Oh, yeah, 'cause-
That's bad economic development for the city.
I mean, we had to go to the catcher's mitt and pass temps. Like it's we shouldn't have to,
Well, because
it's,
the shelter makes everybody go indoors by 7. So there's nobody out on the streets.
but it's true. I mean, downtown Lowell, like during the week, it's like an old married couple. It goes to bed early and it's getting a little grumpy. I mean, it's just.
Concord. You're like, where am I?
What do you
I know.
know about being an old married couple?
Shots. Hey, quick reminder that immediately following our program, you've noticed Lily from Nashville decorating the Festivus Pole back there and doing a wonderful job, by the way.
Very evenly spaced.
We bid
tough for
we
us.
bid for the rights to air the feats of strength.
Yeah.
Fortunately, being a new entity, our broadcast budget, not as big as you can tell by our cameras, setups and angles. But we're working on that. We were outbid by ESPN 7, the Siete. Had a higher bid to broadcast the feats of strength. So while they will be hosted here in the Inside Lowell studios, we are not able to broadcast them contractually. Head on over to ESPN 7, the Siete, and watch the.
Do you want me to break
Feats
down?
of strength.
So what we're going to be doing is the first event, of course, is traditional, is the keg toss.
The keg toss, yes.
Yeah, and then we're doing the in honor of the paras in the school department. We're doing a one-legged race around the block.
Wait, I don't.
Hang on, but I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it around the blocks of Seabrook Beach?
Yes, of course. And then the final thing was we're going to do a reindeer toss. So the elf toss isn't okay anymore.
The
so
elf toss is not.
no, because it's insensitive. So we switched
That's
to
true.
reindeer
It's
tossing.
insensitive to short people.
Yes.
Nobody
so it's
cares if you toss a reindeer. Nobody gets upset. You toss a short person, all of a sudden.
Well, the beauty of reindeer tossing is if you give them enough fentanyl, they fly. People don't know that about Santa Claus.
You just better hope that you don't get the horn.
Oh yeah. No.
All right. Let's speaking of reindeer and animals, we did catch up with another famous Lowellian out and about, or another ordinary Lowellian out and about.
Oh, yeah.
I should say. We caught up with Kay,
Yeah.
who wanted to air some grievances as well. Kay, I believe last name was Nine.
K9, yeah.
K9, yeah.
See, she had a name, but I just labeled her dog lady. In the
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right, all right.
dog lady. Okay,
Yeah.
that'll work. Kay, her
But
name is Kay.
not even close to dog man.
Oh, yeah.
Let's hear from K9.
Ugh. I think it's ridiculous that I can't bring my Schnauzadoodle with me wherever I go. Like, they don't even let me bring it into work or to the hospital or even the bar or coffee shops or restaurants. This is stupid. My dog is my best friend and it's my child. I think that I should be able to bring it everywhere a human will go because I love it and dogs are awesome. My dog isn't allowed on my health insurance. What the hell is this? Even though it's like a family member. I think I should be able to take a sick day when my doggo gets sick. Poop is natural. I mean, why should we have to pick it up and pollute the ocean with plastic bags? Why can't my dog be my +1 at a wedding?
Wow, a dog is a plus one wedding.
That's a good.
Mikhail, you're a doggo person. What do you think?
So, yeah.
Can,
love my
yeah,
dog.
can we talk about this here? I'm
Yeah.
going to get a little critical of you dog people here. A few months ago, somebody was calling in to the Athenian corner. Let me bring the gratuitous plug bell.
Must have been before 8 on a Friday night.
And she was coming with
That's good.
she was coming to meet some friends, but she wanted to know if we would allow the dog
No.
to come inside with her. And I said, "Is it a service dog?" My waitress.
Wait, you always need help.
Stubby hands Tanya. You can wash dishes and hire in a second.
You've got one raccoon in there. You might as well have a dog.
Do raccoons and dogs get along?
That was when Tanya kind of passed the phone off to me, so I'm not feeling this. So I got her. The lady was nice enough and stuff, but she couldn't understand why she couldn't bring her dog. She's like, "Well, what if we sit outside?" I'm like, "Well, we don't have our outside set up. Plus, I'm not sure what the rules are about having dogs in eating areas there.
It's a Board of Health issue.
Right, it's a Board of Health issue. And you remember we cared about health for like 3 years when they wanted us to wear face diapers. Now
Right.
all of a sudden, but bring a dog to an eating area. But somebody explain the mentality around this. And Michaela, I'm looking at you. You buy a dog.
Yeah.
It's a dog. You can leave your kids for 4 or 5 hours. You can leave your spouse, your friend. Why can't you just leave the bleeping dog at home
Well, you can't.
for a couple of hours so you can go out and have a dinner? Why does the dog have to come everywhere with people? Somebody needs to explain this
Because
mentality to me.
you can't hand the dog an iPad and say watch YouTube for 4 hours.
I think I agree with. I mean, I will leave my dog. I don't want to. I want to go out and like have fun and be able to talk to people and stuff, and not have to worry about like bringing my dog everywhere. And like my dog's big, so like. no problem.
So what? Yeah, what's the mentality behind? I gotta bring my dog in. You see it in the supermarket. Everywhere you go.
Yeah, you see it everywhere too.
Like, what's the matter with you people? Leave the dog at home.
I am not someone that's like this, but I feel like we have. You know how people baby their babies, their kids, like well, it's like an attachment. I think. It's
Yeah,
an
that's
attachment.
ridiculous too.
I think it's been. What's that?
That's ridiculous too. Why'd you have to bring a baby on a plane?
No, I mean, right. Maybe it's a different. No, but like, I'm talking more about like it's more like I think it's an attachment issue. Then you think that the dog can't like hang out with
You
you.
know,
At
we
home
should
by itself.
That's
it's a shame
true.
we can't call people because I'd say let's call Marissa Manilopoulos to find out her views on this.
She doesn't bring her dog everywhere though.
No, but she doesn't go anywhere. She just stays home with the dog.
Yeah, well, no, she goes places, but like I think it's just it's a personal preference. But I don't think if I was a restaurant owner and I had everyone coming in and being like, can I bring my dog in? Or if I was a bar owner, can I bring my dog in? I'd be like, I'd have something on the door that said no dogs. Like go somewhere else.
I don't mind if you're sitting outside. I don't mind the dogs, but
I don't either.
remember we went to Bar Harbor, right? And you brought your dog into wherever we were. Was it your dog? Yeah, you brought your dog in.
Yeah.
And we're walking out. Some jackwagon had his kind of angry dog tied up right next to the door of the cafe. Remember that?
Oh, that was yeah.
So people are walking in and out, and this dog is barking like crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like, and the guy's just sitting there drinking his coffee. Like, dude, like, go somewhere else. He's right at the door.
And I had to bring my dog there because we had to stop to charge and like.
Well, she's fine.
We're walking around, so like it wasn't like I was like bringing my dog everywhere with us.
No, but I'm saying like, but you're putting 2 dogs in like right by the door.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Well, if for the dog people around here, if you want to go get coffee, head over to Brood Awakening.
Oh yeah, they have doggy treats.
And
Yeah, they-
doggy treats there. They welcome all the 4-legged friends.
Yeah, it's dog friendly there. I mean, there are dog friendly places, and like again, outside in the summer, no problem at all. But if it's wintertime, you're not gonna bring a dog in.
Navigation too. Navigation.
Oh, they're
Well, there's tons of dogs
Yeah.
there.
that's definitely a dog friendly.
Well, that's because it's a concrete floor.
By the way, you guys, now I know what a real like TV director feels like. I'm trying to figure out which camera I have to go back and forth. We are getting some feedback as well.
Yeah, I got some
a couple of comments. Dupe from Lowell
Yeah.
says Lily is taking way too long to decorate the Festivus Pole.
Oh.
Taking too many breaks. Bear Claw in Lowell says you're doing a great job. Decorating the Festivus Pole, Lily. That is the lovely Lily from Nashville behind me decorating the Festivus.
Happy Festivus Bear Claw.
I don't think Bear Claw is looking at the pole.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Bear Claw, eyes off.
Oh man, Bear Claw's.
Yes.
Bear Claw.
Eyes off.
I know you're
I'm
Bear
coming
Claw.
for you, Bear Claw.
Bear Claw's 2 wives are gonna get mad.
Hang on. Which eye is looking at it? One eye's watching the pole, one eye's watching Lily.
We're welcoming our friend Lee Gitchier, IBEW 2321 in the house. One more comment before we drag Lee in here, though. The Cali Llama chimes in, says, damn, I was looking forward to the feats of strength between Michaela and Angelo Coquinas over fossil fuels. Michaela lost her mind watching the podcast with my energy source.
Before I take off here, that is my grievance for the day is Angelo Coquinas' article and subsequent interview that I saw.
Facts really offensive to you environmentalists, aren't they?
No. So first of all, the title of that article, why we need fossil fuels. Nobody is saying we don't need fossil fuels in some capacity.
Hold on. Just yesterday, some of people I'm sure you're friendly with stopped a coal train out in Westford because they said it would kill people if it arrived at its destination. So instead, they killed people who are going to freeze when the bomb cyclone hits.
What's her name? We haven't heard from her in a while.
Melissa Shea?
Yeah, that must have been her rappelling from a bridge.
So we are going to set up.
We still paid her from work and teaching at the daily school. She's still there.
I wonder if she was one of the 326 school department employees that make over $100,000 a year.
Yeah, when's that column coming that you said you're going to write?
I don't know. I was writing and it was too angry.
That's right.
I couldn't even finish the article that Angelo wrote because I got so angry. I had to take it in doses. I swear to God. I read the headline like.
Of course, she's taking it in doses.
Really?
Well, you know what? Take your first 2 doses and then go back and get a booster for each.
I don't know.
No, go back and keep getting your boosters till you finish the article.
She has to read it in spaces, just like solar and wind power. It's not always,
She can only read as much as the CDC allows her to at a time.
You can tell she's mad because you can start hearing her Greek accent a little bit when she gets mad.
When she gets angry.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Thank you, Michaela.
Happy Festivus.
To you and your family. Thank you, Counselor Robinson, as well.
You're going to sit down, Clark.
Go ahead, you can come back in. Come on, you're not done getting in trouble yet.
I got one for you. I got one great grievance. That kiosk I just tried to use. Can I get my 15 back when they ticket me?
Hey, buddy, 25. 15 was 10 years ago.
Did we hit Elf on the Shelf yet? My big grievance.
Well, now that you're here.
So you've got a problem with Elf on a Shelf.
Can't stand it.
Okay.
How about we tell the kids it's not real, inflation's real, and guess what? Those toys under the Christmas tree you can use for 30 minutes, they cost triple what they did 5 years ago.
Yeah?
Have fun. Get 2 popsicle kids, kick the kids outside, screw them and go play.
There you go. All right.
It's a grievance.
I'll tell you. Here's
Here's a grievance.
This is what the show is.
That's right. That's Festivus right there.
When we were kids, here's a basketball, go outside. If it was 0, you were shooting hoops. Now,
Oh, yeah.
Hey, here's your PlayStation. Here you go.
Go shoot your virtual hoop.
Here you go.
You know what I don't understand? I don't understand why people buy Christmas gifts for babies. They're not going to remember.
I mean, that's why you give them clothes. Diapers.
That's why I don't buy Christmas gifts for
Yeah, like we're just. Yeah, I mean, it's just like what's you know what I mean? Or even like a 1-year-old, they're not going to remember. Just forget about it.
Diapers. You know who's going to remember that? The parents.
Yeah.
The crappy diaper. Here you go. It's free.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
you know what? They just saved $60 on a case of diapers.
Actually, who wasn't it you, Lily? One year, was it you or somebody bought us like giant box, like 2 boxes of diapers? It's the greatest
It's the best
Christmas
gift
gift for our kids ever.
I'll tell you what.
Well-
The diaper genie. Diaper genie. You can't live without it. You drop the
Diaper
diaper in
genie's
it, you
a great
spin it, you don't
invention, yeah.
smell it, it's over.
Lily, in about 10 years, you'll be buying those for Teddy.
You guys like gifts that are gonna piss everybody off. Where, like I buy useful ones because I don't waste money.
So she gives them Life Alive gift cards.
Yeah.
Wow, the shots are flying.
I think this is a good time to hear from whoever's next.
Yeah, let's. Well, you know, we should have played this one while Michaela was here.
Oh yeah.
But we did catch another Lowellian out on the streets. Our man on the street interviews the airing of the grievances. Wendy, where did you find Wendy in downtown? Is that where she's from?
Yeah, she was.
She's coming out of Life Alive, oddly enough.
No, she was leaving that Nabana coffee shop to go to Life Alive.
Okay.
Oh,
no doubt.
I never met a Wendy Welkman.
Is that $9 triple pure brewed coffee?
Yeah, that you walk into the plants. Well, you might not hit the plants.
I walk right into it.
He would have walked right into that. He walked right under it. I'm dumping on my very first sponsor.
I know, right?
We sponsored.
IBEW 2321 was the very first sponsor of Inside Lowell.
Oh yeah.
My sponsor. You're supposed to be dumped on.
So I got a special place in my heart for Mr. Gitchy here.
Well, how about the union sponsoring the non-union guy?
No kidding.
Oh yeah.
It's like, hey, no, Teddy, we got to do this with you.
I spent 15 years dumping on unions on the radio.
He's slowly coming back our way. He's not this.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
so I'm a big fan of the working man, and you know what? People used to joke about the union no longer being the working man, but if you look out there today with nobody being able to hire any employees, the unions are really the only people who are working at these points. I might unionize my wait staff just to get somebody to show up to work.
We could talk about it. You might even get health care out of it because we're offering health care now.
Are you really?
Yeah, the IBW International, we can get it through there.
So what does it mean to unionize wait staff?
Well, we sit down.
Am I crazy for even having this
No,
discussion?
I mean, you got to sit down. You sit down, and there's a contract between the union and you, and you hammer it out, and then you see what the benefits are. Like at the IBW International, they came out with a healthcare and a pension plan, so it helps you retain. Like we're right now with the Bridge,
Oh, I gotcha.
right now the Bridge Club has 7 people working there. We're in the middle of talking to them to see, does the healthcare work? Is it cheaper than Mass Health? If it is, then we'll sit down and come to an agreement and see what we can do.
Are you having a hard time staffing the company? So you work for Verizon, but are you guys? Do they have a hard time with staffing situations? Are places that are union shops having a hard time with staffing?
Yes and no, because look at, and I love this, and Corey, I love you to death, and I know how you feel about this, and I'm not putting you on the spot. Weed's not, it's legal in the state, it's not legal federally.
Right.
You still gotta pass the urine test to get your DOT. Until that happens, we have problems.
Yeah.
We can't hire linemen that we need because they can't pass the weed test.
In the restaurant industry, you need to test positive to be hired.
Yes.
Which is fine. Which is fine. I mean, look at it, it's,
The city's the same way though. I mean, if you're a driver, CDL, hoisting license, that's all federal government.
That's probably an issue with the snowplows as well, and having a hard time getting people because every community
Well,
having that
that's a
issue,
different
right?
thing. That's a contract. That's on the contract.
That's separate. Like anything over 36,001, if that license required, that's a DOT. So that's something that state doesn't matter. The feds supersede that, and you have to be.
That's why your street's getting plowed with an F-150 instead of a Mack truck.
Exactly.
All right.
That would help. I mean, you guys have been you've been in short staffed for a long time.
Oh, nobody wants short fingers. Nobody wants to work. All right.
By the way, Rain says unionize the Athenian wait staff.
Listen, you know what? As crazy as the idea sounds, I'm at least willing to sit
No,
down
they could
and
get-
talk to
if they
you
could-
here and see what it entails.
Healthcare for them. Look, if you're not paying healthcare for your employees, you'll be fine. Don't waste your time.
And all the
Do I
bars
need to have a minimum number of employees to create a union?
No.
and the bars and restaurants already close early, so they're perfect union workers.
Nothing new. It used to be nothing new after 2 a.m. in the restaurant industry. Now it's literally nothing new after 2
Honestly,
p.m.
keep
Yeah.
all the restaurants and the bars for closer because think about it. Everything's doubled. Like your electricity, 1.5 times. If you don't have anybody to sit in that seat and you're paying, and now your electricity's going up,
Yeah, and people don't go out anymore because they're
what
all.
good is it? I mean, you got to shut down. I mean, you have to, unless you have that niche that night where the low kids come in with a 12.
Yeah.
You want to drink at your place, you can't do it. I mean, you just can't. It's common sense.
That's another grievance, by the way. I don't know why the drinking age is 21. It should just be whatever.
We do want to hear from Wendy, but we're just checking the progress of the Festivus Pole back here. Look at that, nicely done.
Nice.
That's going to be paid in case somebody does a header into it.
How
It'll
much
be
did you
nice
pay
and
for that
padded.
education to do the poll? Come on.
Pharmaceutical school is paying off for Lily from Nashville.
Don't worry about it. You're going to pay it back. Don't worry about it. Keep racking it.
All right.
You have a visitor.
We got another political career that Batch destroyed is joined us. Here, come on, Nancy. Welcome. Come on in here.
No, she can't be on.
Oh, she can't?
No.
Oh.
Bat said you can't.
She doesn't want to be on camera.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She does run from camera.
But what are you
Yeah.
talking about? She just got a haircut and made Dupe cry, so she's got to show it off.
All right, let's as we continue to air the grievances. Wendy from downtown Lowell. Wendy Wolkman, I believe, is her last.
Wendy
name.
Wolkman. Yes.
Wendy Wolkman is has some grievances that she would like to air.
First of all, Teddy, thank you so kindly for this opportunity to discuss my grievances on this very special, inclusive holiday.
Very welcome, Wendy.
I'd really like to start by saying that we should all be wearing masks right now. You know, COVID kills more people than anything, except for hurt feelings. Those can really start to get you down, and I wish people would be more aware. Masks and honestly kindness. Get it together, folks. And I don't know why people don't love my short hair, fleece, and Birkenstocks. I feel like I look good and I'm being environmental about all of this. Do you know how much shampoo kills animals? I don't even wash my hair anymore. It's amazing. Why don't more people care about the unhoused during the holidays? We build a manger for what? The white man's God? But then we burn tents by the river just because people are pooping in them? Poop is natural. You shouldn't burn it. Just let it go into the ground, cultivate more life for the next year. And how can anybody watch football when Trump is still alive? Freaking priorities. Also, my biggest grievance, meat is murder. I can't believe people are still watching hockey when it's predominantly white. Why aren't we protesting to have more inclusion in that game? Why do you need skates? Inner city kids can't afford skates or ice. The world is heating up vastly by the moment. It's pouring out right now. It's December. Let's get rid of the ice rule to make the game more inclusive. I was triggered when someone politely told me that I couldn't use the term manhandle anymore because it's gender specific and not inclusive. I say nay. It's manhandle because men of the source are all evil, especially the white colonial devil, and especially you, Teddy Panos. You fat.
Wow. Thank God the recording something. Wendy, she's certainly getting into the festival.
Oh yeah, she's got a lot of grievances.
Phenomenal point, though. The manger.
Yeah,
That's what we'll start calling these homeless huts.
mangers.
7,000. We can build $7,000 manger. If it was good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for Shannon.
Then nobody will complain about it being outside.
Right?
Oh yeah,
Why can't we do that?
nobody will complain about having the manger out because we're going to use it as a homeless shelter.
Yeah. Between the manger and the Buddha thing that they
Yeah.
play everything at the City of Lights, we
It's
can
like a layup. Is that the $7,000 home over there, Corey, that you didn't want? Is it the major? Can we use that?
You know what? Here's the thing. If I wear my eye patch, it looks like a beautiful home.
Oh yeah.
So there's a way to appease
You might want to go.
you can appease both the left and the Christian conservative
Yeah.
at the same time. Leave the manger out all year. Why do we have to put the manger away
Put
for
the-
11 months?
Put the
Leave
straw
it out all
down.
year.
Straw down
But
for
here's
the
the thing. When
bathroom.
we put the mangers away, can we put them away with it?
All Belay is not going to like this thing.
Oh yeah.
Away in a manger.
The homeless, thank you. That's the new shelter up at City Hall.
Leave the manger out there, and then after Christmas time, when you remove the figurines, let somebody live in there.
I mean, look at I'm with you right now.
Probably, actually,
We'll save
three people to live in there.
We could save $7,000 by using the manger.
Willie, Marvin, and Shannon. That would be a nice little condo for them.
Will those mangers?
Which one's the wise man?
Will the mangers be union built if they end up building, or the
No, that-
love shacks or whatever?
That's for the Vogue. The Vogue. can
No,
build
we'll get
those.
Greater Well kids to do that.
Yeah.
See, leave my poor kids alone. We had no school today. We had no power.
Oh really?
Oh, there was a tree down on Varnum Avenue.
we lost
Yeah.
power.
Oh, does that mean that Vesper had no power for morning mimosas?
I would imagine.
Oh boy. Well, yeah. You can't have school at the Vogue without power. You can't run your hair dryers or run your
We had the
saws.
generator working in it. Hang it up. I'll give you another.
So Mr. Gittier had to work early this morning.
Well, yeah, he had to work early this morning, and then I got a parent Facebook messaging me saying, how come there's no school? And I'm like, well, there's no power. Well, I talked to my kid. Well, then you know why there's no school? You talk to your kid. I mean, what are you bothering me for? There's no power. You talk to your kid. They're getting back on the bus and going.
Lee, she
Then
just
she's-
wanted to slide into your DM.
Then she turns around and yells about the security person and answered the phone. And we had people trapped in elevators, and you already talked to your kid. You know why you have no school. Why are you bothering the security guy saying, how your kid's safe? That's number one. Now we got to get the people safe in the building, the second part. And your kid's going to go back in the bus, going to go home.
Did the power go out after kids already showed up?
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So they got marked present for the day.
Well, excused absences, I was told. And I don't
Well,
know
there you
what
go.
that means, so.
All right. Hey, quick reminder, you are watching our first ever on Inside Lowell Festivus show, a tradition that Batch and I began many years ago in my radio days on WCAP. And we are excited to have all of you joining us live. And of course, those of you who watch this on tape, because we're at 45 minutes now, and we still got a few more surprises to go. So you can watch it on your own schedule, and I hope you are at a later point as well. Want to thank our sponsors for helping make this broadcast and all of our Inside Lowell podcasts possible. Our friends at Washington Savings Bank. Check them out. Some great products, great services. You open a small business checking account. Maybe they just did it for me because I'm special, but I got a Washington Savings Bank coffee mug and an umbrella. I got two gifts for opening my checking account there, commercial checking account. Open yours. Maybe they'll take care of you. They also have this great product called Second Chance Checking for those who may have had some credit problems in the past or maybe having some difficulties for whatever reason opening up an account. Washington Savings may be your home. Second Chance Checking. Check it out. Thank you to our friends at Washington Savings Bank. Thank you as well to our friends at Reverie 73. They just sent me these live reads, so I haven't printed them out yet. So I got to turn to my computer here. But if you're looking for a go-to cannabis dispensary, Reverie 73 is your place. Most are the same. This one is not. What stands out about it? The store is beautiful. It's bright. Staff knowledgeable. Always willing to spend the extra time with you to answer any questions you have. So whether you're new to cannabis or you're a canna connoisseur, that's a new term. We're going to use the canna connoisseur. The team at Reverie 73 is sure to elevate your cannabis experience. Visit them at 1148 Bridge Street in Lowell or order online at reverie73.com. Thank you as well to our friends at Hafner's. It kicks, they kick. Whether you're using propane or heating oil in your home, Hafner's offers quick, reliable, and friendly service and has great options like auto pay and auto delivery to make your life easier. Plus, Hafner's gas stations, convenience stores, and car washes can be found throughout the Merrimack Valley and southern New Hampshire. Putting them at the top of my list, they should be at the top of yours as well. Call 866-IT-KICKS. 866-IT-KICKS or visit Hafners.com to learn more.
By the way, the Reverie has some great stocking stuffers. Just don't get them for city employees or union workers.
or drivers.
Lily, you can't make that thing stand up? What are you doing back there?
She's taking a union break.
Oh, all right.
We told her she could take a 15-minute break.
Oh, okay.
You know, they were on a 15-minute union break at the coffee mill this morning. It wasn't fair.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's too top heavy like Teddy. There's the Festivus Pole.
That looks good.
Not bad. That's ready for the feats of strength. Which
Very
will
much.
air again on ESPN 7, the Siete, immediately following our Inside
Teddy,
Lowell
I like you for the keg toss, I think.
The keg definitely.
But I feel like I'm going to take the Lowell Public Schools Power three-legged race. That's going to be good. The racing around Seabrook, I'm going to do good with that one.
Yes, you most certainly will. All right, let's hear from another Lowellian out there who wanted to air some grievances. Very excited that we're doing our show this morning live, that the Festivus tradition did not die with my radio career. This is like the famous wrestler there, S.D. Jones, except this person goes by S.T.
S.T. Nichols.
Oh, S.T. Nichols. S.T. Nichols is also interested in airing some grievances.
Is that an alias? Did you get the feeling that?
Well, he was a large man with a white beard, so I felt like I was interviewing you.
Wow, shots are flying this
There you
morning.
go.
All right, what did S.T. Nichols have to complain about?
So many gripes.
So many gripes.
Kids need to stop asking for electronics. My worker's already having enough time finding all of those rare metals, not to mention trying to reverse engineer those video games. And what we spend on patent infringement every year, oy vey. Back in my day, the naughty list meant something. Now, if I skip over Little Wilson's house for being a raging asshole every year, I get canceled for being insensitive to children with behavior issues. What kind of thing is that? I'll tell you what a behavior issue is. Being a spoiled jerk. Can someone bring back the chimney? Do you know how gross it is to squeeze through the drain pipe of your toilet to deliver knockoff electronics to you spoiled children? And someone please tell me, all the legging-wearing moms, that no one likes oat milk with their dry store-bought cookies. Give me a break. Where's a good chocolate cookie made out of lard and whole milk? Or at least leave some whiskey and not that Bushmills. I don't want that Protestant whiskey. Oh, finally. Do you know how hard it is to find coal in Cambridge?
I think I know who that is.
S.T. Nichols.
S.T. Nichols.
Obviously, you got stuck in Westford yesterday.
Well, so what do they put in the stockings of naughty children?
Nothing.
Nowadays,
They get gifts
some
because
solar
you
panels?
can't.
Teddy, can you imagine putting coal? How much would that cost you to put coal right now in a stocking? That's
Well,
pretty expensive, right?
It is. Plus, you need it to keep everybody warm because not the renewables aren't
You
right.
actually need coal to make the
Oh,
solar
no,
panels.
here's the thing. The naughty kids, they're getting gift certificates to the therapist because they're going to cry because they didn't get shit for Christmas.
I say we replace. It might become a sponsor one of these days. Easy on them. But we should. Why not why not stop putting coal in the stockings and just replace them with solar panels for the naughty kids?
Well, we don't want the stockings to catch on fire.
I'm telling you, the whole naughty list, you can't do it anymore. You can't. No kid is bad.
That's
right?
true. They're all dealing. They should put them on like IEPs, behavioral IEPs.
That's what you get. You're stocking an IEP.
Individual behavior plan.
Yeah.
IBPs. That's good for at least 12 more administrator positions in the school.
That's about 1.2 million for the city.
You wanted 15 million to fix the HVAC in the school? Well, it's all going towards IBPs.
You don't be
Those IDP coordinators.
be a fun thing to do is to take the school department salaries, right, and line those up with the city salaries and see what the average ranges are.
You'd make Counselor Gitchier's head explode if you ever did that.
Well, no, I mean you look at it. Like I said, 300.
We just gave them an idea.
Not school committeeman Gitchier, Counselor Gitchier.
We're a little different on the things, bro. We don't know.
Yeah. By the way, what would school committeeman Gitchier rate Counselor Gitchier as a elected official?
I don't get in his world. I stay away from it.
Oh, come on, have some fun.
I mean,
he's going to join me live next Wednesday. By the way.
I love that he asks questions. I love his
2-hour
questions.
show.
I mean, look, it's one of those things. Like,
That's one answer. Takes him 2 hours to write a Facebook post.
A lot of sponsor reads though on that show.
I mean, it's one of those things. Sooner or later, the administration is going to get when he asks the question, he already has the answer. I don't know. Maybe they'll figure that out after in 10 years.
Well, but I think he brings up some good points.
He does. I mean, look at it. And I'm going to put his union hat on with mine. The other day, I don't know the guy that got up and stood and says, I used the same job description that was in the union and stepped it up a raise. I'm like, you're looking for a ULP.
Yeah.
What do you, did you talk to the union?
What's a ULP?
Unfair labor practice. Whoever runs that union that they used, and I know they don't get, I'm going to use a better word, testicular fortitude. They don't want.
We can say all this on.
I feel like
we couldn't say it on radio.
we gotta capture that. That's gonna be a meme. We doing that.
That the camera wasn't pointed.
They don't fire the unfair labor practice. They have a perfect unfair labor practice. So hold on, let me get this straight. You took my job title, gave extra money to a temporary employee, and we're all good with that. Me being union, if it was my union, I would have been there yelling and screaming. And there would have been a sick out the next day. We're not going to work. We don't feel good. Now
I just quit my job and apply for the temp job. And by the time,
see, here's the thing with the temp job, and I know what Danny was getting at, and Corey can back me up on this. Unless you got 2 years left, you're not going to get that 80%. So if I got a permanent job, and I'm shocked no one asked Danny this question because I would have if I was sitting as counsel against you. Well, Danny, you're at the courthouse. You're at a permanent job. Are you going to apply for a temporary job? No, you're not. We both know you're not going to do that. So cut it out.
That would only
And I'm
work.
not picking on anybody. I don't care. That was just, and Corey, I'm not picking on you. It's just, I'm putting my union hat on. If that happened to my union, we wouldn't have been to work the next day. I would have spoke against it and said, hey, what are you doing here?
I don't know if that was a union position they used as a template because the ARPA manager, if they had anything to do with that position, that's ordinance. But
That's a management position, though,
Yeah.
isn't it?
But there's and Corey can back me up. There are manager unions in the city of Lowell.
Yes.
And that's union.
Unit D.
There's Unit D. I mean, you're looking at a union position, taking the same exact job description and bumping up the pay.
what's the D stand for?
Dormant.
By the way,
Dormant, yeah.
on what other show, except a podcast with you and I, Batch, could you get into the weeds about union positions and then talk about using the manger as a
Homeless shelter, yeah.
I'm all for the major being used.
Well, because none of this, all this stuff, there's an element of humor in everything we do. No matter what it is, you can always find humor in
You
something.
can always
I'm
laugh.
sure I'm going to get crucified for the, we're going to use the manger as a homeless.
No, man, that's Easter.
joke,
This
relax.
is Christmas. Crucifixions in April.
The difference is sometimes you can't be resurrected.
Wendy Wolkman doesn't find that joke funny. I made a note here, though. I want to go back to Tim Tarpon made a point about, I really do need the change.
Oh, he needs
for the train
back to Boston.
Think about, there's probably people that get screwed, right? They need to catch a train or whatever. Because you've been to a sporting event in Boston, you miss the train, you get whatever. But
It's usually self-inflicted that you miss the train.
Right. There's probably some legitimate people out there that could use some money to catch the train,
Yeah.
and no one will ever give them money because of the panhandlers.
I know, because it's their go-to, pitch.
Here's the thing: if they were in Florida, DeSantis would have put them on a plane or a bus. They would have gone on a beautiful vacation.
I was down in Tampa this weekend. I didn't see any panhandlers outside that stadium. I don't know where they were, but we didn't see many.
Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah, I was saying we didn't see any.
Florida's doing pretty well.
I mean, I didn't see any. And I mean, you'd see some of them, but no.
Well, they have a lot of swampland down there, Well, all we have is Barica.
All right, we have one more special character who wanted to air some grievances.
Yeah, this was he was the most interesting person that we interviewed.
He was.
Yeah, he was pretty mad, though.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus. He's half Hispanic, half Irish.
Yeah, Jesus O Nazareth.
Jesus O Nazareth.
You find them outside Clemente Park?
They found him outside the manger. So let's hear the airing of the grievances from another Lowellian, Jesus O Nazareth.
Hello, my children. Thank you so much for celebrating my birthday. But I do have some grievances. Christmas, it's about me and not you. Sure, my real birthday was June 6th, 0000, whatever that means. But Moses was born on the 7th, and you can't share with him. So we moved to a pagan time of year to drum up business with the heathens. Sharing is caring, but for my sake, can we ditch the commercialization, gluttony, and greedy behavior? Can we just say a bunch of hymns? I don't know, like happy birthday? Oh, and another grievance I have is that we can't call hymns anymore. You gotta call them days. Seriously.
Oh, Christmas Day.
Anywho, I have to get back to ignoring your prayers. Good luck with those.
Wow.
Jesus is a little.
Jesus was cranky.
He's a little edgy.
I think that was Jesus in a good mood, though.
But he
yeah.
does bring up a valid point. However, yeah, they can't call them hymns anymore.
No, they gotta be days.
I think in the next Congress they may make a motion to.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if you're changing hymns to theys, do you have to get the Catholic Church involved? Because I think he was talking about hymns.
Yeah,
not,
hymns, songs.
not hymns.
Yeah, but you can't call them hymns. You can't say hymns anymore.
Well, the church needs to get. People want to get rid of the.
But
church
here's the
anyway.
thing.
The
Yeah,
Catholic
true.
Church, especially. Other churches are okay.
Half the
Catholic
people
Church,
probably don't even know how to spell hymns towards hymns.
That's true. But we do. It is true though. Like his birthday used to be about him, and now it's about.
It's about us.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's got a legitimate gripe.
Yeah. What did Wendy call him? The white colonial god.
The white
The colonial devil. Colonial devil.
I'd like to see a district runoff between Wendy Wolkman and Jesus.
Oh, that'd be pretty good.
Hang on, but you know what? I think that Timmy Toppan's going to run against Corey. And
Timmy is angry at
Oh, yeah.
Robinson
Oh, yeah.
doing away with his tent.
Wow. When we hitting Plain Street.
They're back on the other side, by the way.
Yeah. I asked Kevin how he's got the dealership in the corner. I'm like, hey, why don't we, seeing we're looking to give $7,000 away, why don't we just subsidize your electric bill, run a cord across the brook?
Oh man.
Do we have any more surprises, Batch?
I think that's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
more, we did get a special Nancy who was shy from the.
Oh yeah, she brought us whoopie pies. Christmas
She brought
whoopie
us
pies.
Christmas whoopie pies.
Yeah,
So
it's
we're
tradition.
going to partake in them. But I want to thank our special guest, Lowell City Councilor Corey Robinson. His career may never recover from this
Oh wait,
broadcast.
does Lily have any grievances?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Lily. Do you want to hear some
You're gonna have
grievances?
something.
No, my friend's is living with Teddy for the next 2 weeks.
Teddy, built-in babysitter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You get her? No, we got other built-in babies.
I didn't go home last night because the babysitter was still there. So I pulled into the driveway and pulled back out and said, "Where are you guys?"
and here's the thing: she's already aired her grievances about the fact that I'm flying to Arizona on the 28th.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be here for
You're not going to be here for New Year's Eve to
No,
bond with
never.
not
the
again.
lovely Louie?
Again.
Oh, you're gonna miss the big.
Second year in a row.
Wow.
You're gonna miss the big deal on the
It's good for you.
that's coming
I
up.
know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the big birthday party.
Yeah, does she know about
Yeah,
that?
she knows. Yeah,
Yeah, about the 50th.
Yeah. She planned her own 50th birthday party.
Talk about a minefield. I gotta write a roast for that thing for Tanya's birthday. That's like a minefield.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm just gonna make fun of Jackie.
That's not hard.
which is easy. Thank you, Councilor Robertson. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And Happy New Year. I'll see you before the new year, but Merry Christmas to you. Lee, thank you
Oh,
as
it's a
always
pleasure.
for all you do and what you and IDW 2321 did for us here at Inside Lowell. And by the way, you were really good with the airing. You got a lot of grievances, don't you?
I can't stand people.
He came in hot.
You and your grievances.
And on Festivus, they're digging holes and climbing Festivus
We get
poles.
all the- hey, I know people out there. We have all the Belvedere wired for internet. Some of the Highlands.
Oh, hey,
Uh,
is File 7 going to Lawrence?
it's already there.
I can't get it in my building.
You have to. You have to. I don't know where you are, but I guarantee it's in there.
All right.
I guarantee.
Maybe
it's there.
Lapoli's holding us hostage for some reason. I don't
Oh
know.
no, Sal's not. No, Sal's not union. Yeah, no, he didn't want us in the building. We told him to beat it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's why we can't
So
get
you went
it.
the Riverwalk?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, nope. Same thing at Thorndike. That's why we went to. This is an awesome story. We went to Brian, 10 Men Inc. at DeFranco, and we never even offered it to Sal at Thorndike. Nah.
The files?
Yeah, don't. You can try to sell you 400,000 condos.
Wow.
Have
No
fun.
files.
No files.
You
Thick-
can try,
thick-
I mean, there might be certain sections that, I mean, we're talking 15 years ago when that was done.
Yeah.
He was completely against the union. The union's like, okay, any project you have, would.
Two things I hate: thick crust and no files.
Oh. How about tips to sell? How about tips to sell the bullet? I mean, we give him $1 million for a parking garage to compete with us. I mean, it's awesome.
Oh, man.
Thomas when you need him, right?
I know, right?
So, anyway, thank you, Lee. Appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you and the family. Let's bring the lovely Lilith. We're going shopping after this, right? As soon as I hit stop end broadcast, we're going shopping. Thank you. You look like you're going to fall asleep on the drive there.
That's why I got an extra long.
From the coffee mill, who was very nice to us this morning.
Of espresso, so that way it can be energized.
I'll tell you what, Peter and those girls are good.
They got us gifts.
Hey,
Yeah.
you have to
Your gift
decipher
is
what-
there.
I gotta go over and get my coffee. I gotta walk back.
Yeah, it was nice of them. They got us little gifts and handwritten notes. It was a nice surprise.
Every morning, every morning at
For the next 2 hours, I have
6:30.
to decipher what Mrs. Teddy P wants for Christmas.
Which
It's
is
not gonna happen.
Hey, I got an idea. That Hamilton Canal parking garage, that might be a perfect location for those teepees.
Oh,
Inside, out of the elements.
Round
The
up.
mangers.
Oh, you can save money. You can save construction money on the roof.
just charge them $11 a day.
They're making more than that. Those guys are probably making like $30 a day.
And then we'll get poor Stevie Perez detention on Facebook bitching about the teepees.
Yeah, but call them artist teepees. They're artist teepees.
Artists and huts.
Creative, with
You can
creative
jump on
space.
Elon Musk's Twitter on the teepee 10.
Is there a more creative space than a teepee?
Oh, it's actually not a bad idea.
You know, and just because you brought him up, now that happened, Inside Lowell with 3 L's is going to start tweeting bad about us.
Oh God.
Oh, Jake.
Who cares? Him and the 12 followers. Who cares? Talk about me all you want. I don't care.
Brady, thank you. Hell of a sweater.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta know where you got that.
I don't know. I got it in the Yankee Swap one, yeah.
I thought you wore it in honor of Sheeple.
I thought it was.
No, I wanted. Callie couldn't make it today, so I figured we'd have him here in spirit.
By the way, that is
There's too much hair on that.
that is a grievance I have.
Tumbleweed.
That is a grievance I have, though. People that are deaf that don't have hearing aids.
Between him and Nancy.
I know, because Callie's deaf as a haddock, right? And he just won't get a hearing. And Nancy got to sit on the right side of her, the left side of her. I can't even
If
remember.
you're sitting on Nancy's left, she just.
Yeah, just get a hearing aid,
Excuse me,
man.
guys. She made us whoopie pies,
Well, she
and now you're dumping on.
she can't hear us.
Now it's probably X-Lax of the whoopie pie.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Did you just say she'll never be able to hear this podcast? We're going straight to hell.
Well, we sure are.
At least it's warm.
Yeah, at least we'll have a lot of friends there.
Batch, thank you.
You're welcome.
As well. Apologies to the sponsors. Yeah, sorry that your logos are scrolling up there. That I'm reading. You may want to rethink it and maybe go to the Wednesday live.
I'm telling you, you're way off in this. This is the reason why we sponsor it.
I want to thank everybody for joining us here on the first ever Inside Lowell Festivus podcast. I hope you had as much fun as we did. You may, even if you watched it live, you may want to go back and rewatch it because there's some subtle shots here in my notes that I never even got around.
I thought we kept it pretty tame this year.
We were able to swear because we're on podcast, but thank you to everybody who watched this live. Thank you to those of you who are watching it on your own time. News, information, and sometimes entertainment on your schedule instead of ours is what we like to say here at Inside Lowell. Most importantly, Merry Christmas to everybody. Certainly a happy Festivus today, but Merry Christmas to you and all your loved ones.
Let's not forget to say Happy Hanukkah to Andy over at Brood Awakening.
That's right. Happy Hanukkah to all our friends. Celebrate Happy Kwanzaa. Whatever you are celebrating.
Especially Andy.
Whatever you're celebrating this holiday season, I hope it's merry. I hope it's bright for you. And we'll check in again before the New Year's. We said school committeeman Gitchier's less famous and less accomplished brother, city councilor Eric Gitchier.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Jamie.
Who's that?
Jamie.
Oh, that's
So
his brother, not yours.
Nancy just text me.
Oh, she
I
heard
would
it.
watch out the next big good.
Yeah, she must have had to hear it.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, that wasn't sign language.
Well, no, she said one thing in sign language.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Anyway, everybody have yourselves a Merry Christmas, and we'll talk to you again on Inside Lowell. Stay safe, everybody.